In the IV bag tampering trial, a jury has found Dr. Raynaldo Ortiz guilty of all 10 counts. After the verdict, the U.S. Attorney's Office released a new video of Dr. Ortiz that was shown to the jury. Fox 4's Lori Brown was in the courtroom all 9 days and joins us now live. Lori.
Heather, the jury reached the guilty verdict after about 7 hours of deliberations. Cameras are not allowed in the federal court building, but I can tell you when the verdict was read, Dr. Ortiz was wearing a mask and he showed no emotion or reaction to the verdict.
It's almost like you have so many emotions you can't even sift them out. You get flooded.
John Kaspar's wife, Dr. Melanie Kaspar, is one of the victims of Dr. Raynaldo Ortiz's IV bags. Prosecutors say he turned IV bags into poison bombs that exploded on unsuspecting people.
I don't think he ever looked me in the eye.
Dr. Kaspar died after treating herself with one of the IV bags at home when she was sick. In the trial, John Kaspar testified how he tried to revive her with CPR before paramedics arrived, but was unable to.
She went her whole life not being the center of attention. She was an anesthesiologist. She worked behind the drape in the operating room.
Kaspar said one of the most difficult moments of the trial was seeing this newly released surveillance video of Dr. Ortiz filling up large syringes with a mix of different drugs. He then put the syringes in his pockets. The video was taken the day before 18-year-old Jack Adlerstein received one of the tainted IV bags. His doctors testified he nearly died on the operating room table.
Him filling up the syringes in the pre-op room was a difficult. You know, you can transpose what he's doing to Jack that day to my wife, and you know, it's tough to see.
Kaspar said the past 2 years have been a struggle without his wife.
Time stops. You know, if you're lucky, you've got a lot of friends and they can shove you along. I've had many good friends, and they've done exactly, you know, what was required of them. So I thank them all. Every last one of them.
Between May and August, there were 13 patients who experienced similar unexplained cardiac emergencies. Prosecutors only charged Ortiz with causing serious bodily injury to 4 patients in August. That's because those are the patients they could tie Ortiz to through the surveillance video. The director of the Surgicare Center testified the cameras had only been installed in May after a break-in.
I'd like to give a thank you to whoever was breaking into the surgical centers so that they could install the security cameras because they wouldn't have existed otherwise.
Kaspar said he is thankful Ortiz will no longer have access to patients.
Get to know your anesthesiologist. It's an important question. You know, they're the ones keeping you alive on the table while the doctor is doing the surgeon is doing their business.
In federal court, the sentencing process takes time. The judge will likely determine Ortiz's sentence in 2 to 3 months. He faces a maximum of life in prison.